Welcome to Health Matters. I'm your host, Maeve Shaughnessy. In this episode, I'll talk with Nancy Schaefer, health coach for Community Health Team here at Brattleboro Memorial Hospital. We'll talk about healthy alternatives for Halloween treats and what to do if your child goes out trick-or-treating and comes back with a huge bag of sweets. She is coming up next. All right. So, Nancy, Halloween is a big day for children with huge amounts of candy coming their way. How do you control intake?
Well, my kids are bigger now, so we're done with that. But when we did have that as an issue, one of the things that we would do is we offer parties in the home. So we would have prizes. Kids would come over all dressed up. We'd have healthier foods and even make your own little pizzas with like pita bread pizzas, and they'd make some kind of scary face on it with olives and carrots and whatever, even turkey, pepperoni, things like that. But the thing is, when the kids really wanted to go out trick or treating, so I would let them go out trick or treating, and we had this thing that they would bring home the candy. They'd take out a few pieces that they'd like, that they could keep, and then we would take the rest of it, and we would have a pumpkin that we'd carved, and we'd leave it out on the porch, and we would put the candy in there, and the great pumpkin would come at night and magically take away. I was reading something, somebody else does something similar to that, and they have a fairy. There was a magic fairy, but ours was the Great Pumpkin because I grew up in the Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin time, and I wanted that Great Pumpkin to really show up, and it never did. So it did finally show up at my house, magically took this inferior candy away and replaced it with better things. So my kids knew eventually that it wasn't the Great Pumpkin, but they liked it because sometimes they got action figures or some other things, and it was worth giving that other stuff up, and they had a few treats.
Are some alternatives to Halloween candy?
Okay, so one of the things that we would give that put in the Great Pumpkin would bring, or we would have at the party, little flashlights, glow sticks, those slap bracelets. So in a way, we would get certain things on a certain level. It was like, okay, we may not be handing out the junky candy, but we were handing out things from China, So it was like cheap plastic junk. But some of it not so bad. Carabiners, mini flashlights. I mentioned. Oh, one of the things that I heard of that we didn't do that I thought was a great idea is the little orange. Well, we used to get out little oranges, but you can take the bigger oranges and just take a marker and draw a little pumpkin face on an orange for them to peel. Um, Fruit leather. I'm not a fan of raisins because so many boxes of raisins. The dentist doesn't like all those raisins either. The honey sticks maybe. Stickers were a great one. Kids love stickers. Bubbles. They make little mini bubble things. I'm trying to think what else. Puzzle balls. And one that I didn't do, but I heard is a great one is the little mini Play-Dohs, things like that.
From all of us here at Brattleboro Memorial Hospital, have a safe, healthy, and happy Halloween.